How's everyone doing? It is Robbie T here, and I'm finally back with another video today. Another gameplay on the F1 2016 game. Yeah, I know, it's been 2 months I think now. 2 months without a single video. That is absolutely appalling from my perspective. But we are back here with another video on this game, and we're here for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. I'm going to do something a little bit different to what I normally do. I'm going to do a last to first challenge with Felipe Massa's Williams at this track. So I'm starting from 22nd place on the grid, and hopefully we'll see if we can get a points finish. I wouldn't say a podium, because I don't think the Williams is quick enough to get a podium finish from the back, unlike a Mercedes, a Ferrari or a Red Bull. Speaking of Mercedes and Red Bull, they're on the front row of the grid with Rosberg and Verstappen, I believe, on the front row there. So, well, Lewis Hamilton down in 6th place. My goodness, that's 2014 style there, banter. And there's Nico Rosberg on pole position. He did a 32.8, but we don't care about qualifying because we literally skipped it because we're starting for the back of the grid. And we just want to see how this race turns out, really. I mean, we've got the safety car turned on, so we could have the first safety car on this game, maybe. And I'm just looking forward to see how the race pans out for myself and for the drivers in front. So, yeah, I do apologise the lack of videos that I've had on this channel recently. There will be an update video coming very soon, probably in the next few days, explaining exactly why. And let's get on with the video anyway. So, we win Felipe Massa's Williams, as I said before, as David Croft run through that lineup from 1st to 22nd. I'll let him do that as we keep on speaking. But I'm not sure how this race is going to go, to be honest with you. I mean, Silverstone is an okay track for me on this game. Not as good as 2013. 2013 was the game where I was strong at this track. Very, very strong. It's your limited style, I think. But on this game, I'm about average at this track. I'm not incredibly quick, but we'll see how this race turns out. It's a 25% race, 13 laps. Could have a pit stop, could have a safety car, could have anything really. As we're going to go through the race strategy now, which I think I'm going to leave as it is, only because, well, because it's a 25% race, there's no real point changing the strategy in any way. And hopefully, I'm not sure we're going to change it. I don't think we are going to change it, but hopefully this race is going to be interesting. Our fuel load is at 23 kilograms, so a little bit under, but that's only because I want to get a very good start from last place, because the important thing is the first lap. If you don't get a good start in the first lap, then your challenge is pretty much done and dusted straight away, as you're going to fall behind so far. So let's get ready for this race now. We'll skip the formation laps, we don't even need to do it. And now we're going to the 5 red lights for this last to first challenge at Silverstone. And it's lights out and we're off here. And we got a pretty good start, quite a good start in fact, compared to Massa and Ericsson. We're on board at the front. Rosberg leads at turn 1. There's contact between 2 Red Bulls. Verstappen goes off wide. And I think Ricciardo might have made contact with his teammate there. Let's have a look. No, we don't have a replay, sorry. We passed the stricken Red Bull there. I'm sorry, I did record that, but the thing is, the only bit of replay footage I had was that of a Rosberg POV. But as you can see, that's a safety car. So we have got the first safety car on this game, would you believe? Thanks to Max Verstappen. There was not even any damage between the 2 Red Bulls there, but who's to blame for that incident? I'd say probably Max, because typical Max Verstappen, diving down the inside turn 1, being an optimistic idiot like usual. And yeah, so we got a safety car on the first lap. We've moved up a position 21st, obviously because Verstappen completely went off the track there after his contact. Didn't affect any of the other cars behind, I don't think. Maybe one of the Renaults, I'm not sure, but I didn't look at the replay after then. So all we need to do is warm up the tyres, warm up the brakes a little bit, not as much as a formation lap though, and just stick behind this Sauber of Felipe Massa until the safety car comes in. Usually a safety car stays out for 2 to 3 to 4 laps depending on the situation, but there was no damage, so I expect probably about 2 laps or something, especially because it's a 13 lap race. And as you can see, we're getting very close to Massa here. That's Sauber going very, very slowly in this safety car period. And so all we need to do is to save the fuel. I put the fuel into lean only because that when the safety car comes in, I'll be lightning quick in terms of pace because I have so much rich fuel mix to use. Very important for safety car because run out of fuel is the least of your worries on this game. As now we're ending the first lap. I've kept this whole lap unedited because just in case people haven't seen this track before or anything, I don't know what I'm even saying. But we're coming to the end of the first lap and Massa! My goodness me, what the hell are you doing, Felipe? You're deciding to brake check me on this long straight. And I actually have no idea what happened there, as now lap number 3. So we skipped a couple of laps. And we're still behind Felipe Massa, we're still behind the safety car, and we got a change in strategy. What's the engineer want us to change to? The hard tyres. So, did we make the decision to go onto hard tyres on lap number 3 with 10 laps to go, still behind the safety car? Yes, we did. We are going to come into the pit lane during the safety car for a set of hard tyres. This is an incredibly risky strategy. I've never done a strategy like this before, but I'm going to have a go. I'm going to risk it for biscuits, dodge the bullet. I don't even know what I'm saying, but we're coming into the pit lane. It's very slow, 37 miles an hour pit lane. I mean, this is the slowest pit lane in the world, in my opinion, because look how slowly we're going, coming into the pit box. And I'm sorry there's no pit lane replay cameras because, well, Codemasters decide not to put it in on this game for some reason, or I'm just being total idiot. But we've gone onto the hard tyres as we planned, and now when we come out the pit lane we will be stone dead last because Verstappen wouldn't have pitted. He's still on the soft tyres. Everyone should be on the soft tyres unless people started on the mediums. I don't think anyone else started on the hards. As we come out the pit lane now, and all we need to do is get that rich mix going and just try and catch up to that queue. And as you can see, safety cars coming in at the end of lap number 4, and we've caught up to the queue a little bit, but as you can see, it was just a little bit too far away. So we're going to have to push as the green flags will come out just now. Coming towards the last few corners now, and now all we need to do is just catch up to the queues behind. Some people will come into the pit lane maybe next lap on the normal strategy because the AI don't always alternate their strategy. As now we're coming towards the end of lap number 5 onto lap number 6. Hopefully we'll be able to overtake a few cars here as they're coming into the pit lane. So we're up to 12th position, so we gained 10 places. So is this strategy working an absolute treat for us? If it is, well done to our team as we come in towards lap number 7, start lap number 7 to end of lap number 6. We can see that loads of cars are in the pit lane. I bet you that's all 12 places are going to be gained, and yes we are. We're into the lead. We're actually leading an F1 2016 race. Legend AI, by the way, guys. I'm not quite ultimate AI quality just yet. Need more practice on the game, but wow, we are leading this Grand Prix. And I've absolutely not, from last on the grid. These hard tyres have been just amazing so far. Yes, they probably will go off towards the end of the race and maybe we might run out of fuel, but wow, we are actually leading this race in a Williams. The Williams isn't even quick around here. Yes, it has good straight line speed. Yes, maybe the tyre wear is so awful, but wow, we're actually leading this race ahead of Nico Rosberg and Kimi Raikkonen, who will be absolutely lightning quick because they've gone to the medium tyres. They did not go on the hards. And I bet you some people behind might have even gone the soft tyres. So I think the medium tyre is the tyre to be on in this race, it seems. But we are risking it on the hard tyres. And now we're skipping towards the end of lap number 8 onto lap number 9. You can see the gap has closed a bit between me and Nico Rosberg. We're coming towards turn 1. We've got a bit wide with understeer. Nearly got off the track there. And that is a sign that Rosberg is so much quicker than us. So, end of lap number 10 now. And Rosberg is right behind us. You can see in the mirror there, that is that Mercedes of Nico Rosberg, who in real life is probably going to win the championship. We're coming towards turn 1. Rosberg dives down the inside. Great move by Rosberg, but we're still hanging around the outside. Rosberg's still there, but we squeeze him out. We're not going to give him a lot of room, but we do give him room into turn 2. Rosberg's still there. We're side by side. Great battling with the Mercedes driver here. Can we still hold it? No, Rosberg, with that better traction on the medium tyres, still stays in front. And I have to say, I think we better let Rosberg go now, because 1, the tyres are going off. 2, the fuel's not very good. And 3, the car behind, which is Kimi Raikkonen, is also quicker than us, in my opinion. So it looks like it's either going to be 2nd or 3rd place in this race. So it will be our first podium on this game. So forget about first win, first podium. That's still something very special, as now we're on the last lap of the race. Kimi Raikkonen is right behind us, up our backside, if you have to imagine. As you can see, here comes Raikkonen. We're going to give him the room towards the inside of this long straight. Raikkonen, I think, has got past us fair and square with the DRS, but can we try and come back at Kimi? No, we can't, because we're struggling with the tyre wear. The tyres are slipping everywhere. Meanwhile, Nico Rosberg's going to win this race, the complete opposite to real life, in my opinion. As we come across the line, we are going to take 3rd place. Lewis Hamilton, bit close behind there, not enough, but we're going to take 3rd place. A podium finish, our first podium on Legend AI, on this game in general as well. I'll take that. Last on the grid to 3rd. That's a pretty successful result. And Toto Wolff will be happy that Mercedes have won another Grand Prix. And goodness me, it's so boring now that Mercedes keep on winning on this game. As Nico Rosberg celebrates his win. Really deserved one. He pretty much dominated that race from start to finish. If it hadn't been for me struggling with our tyres, we might actually won that, but realistically, I didn't expect a win anyway. Rosberg deserved it. Raikkonen 2nd. Unfortunately, we couldn't fight him. We could have fought him at the end of that race, but unfortunately, the tyres and fuel just not good enough, unfortunately. So Rosberg celebrates his win, carrying that trophy, and the celebrations kick off the champagne. Rosberg, Massa, I was driving as Massa, and there's Kimi Raikkonen there as well. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please give it a like. Great to see his comeback on this channel in great style. As you can see, Rosberg wins. Kimi Raikkonen, if I get my words right, is in 2nd. There's us in 3rd. Then Hamilton, Bottas, Vettel, Ricciardo, Verstappen. Terrible race for Verstappen, but he did recover after that crash at turn 1. Perez and Alonso complete the top 10. And we scroll right down to the back. You can see that Ericsson was the last person to finish. So no DNFs in this race. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. More videos are coming very, very soon, I hope. Sorry about the delay of videos, but I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.